nothing's gonna change, but really your credit card's gonna be missing every day. Also, me and Mama. You know where we're gonna be? Sephora, Ulta, Target, the mall, everywhere. So I'm just taking all your money, and let me tell you, we're gonna have fun.
كمان مرة
هو لازم يصور وربنا ما يصور الكشف واقف يا احمد بس مش هصور والله مش خلينا واقفين مش ورانا حاجه مش هصور الصوره دي وانا مش مصور انا هي ايه احنا نعمل السعي يلا
Are you serious? Stop!
You understand that?
You serious?
Don't you ever in your life touch my girl.
Mark.
Don't get close, don't wash your feet. I watched it long enough, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Wow, you are
understand?
embarrassment.
Do you understand?
Mark!
Don't mark me.
Are you
get him all the
serious?
time. You like talk to him, you ain't coming him wrong.
Wow.
Do that to him, watch out.
Wow.
Nobody washes my wife's feet. Matter of fact, she should have smacked his ass.
Are you serious? Mark!
Leave my ass, please.
Well, we can do that. I can make arrangements.
If you're ready, bro.
So you're gonna go ahead and leave?
I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do.
Look. Now I want you to watch how she just pushed the door. He was trying to hold the door. She pushed it in. At that point, she realized she was stronger than him. Now watch this.
You cry.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, bro.
Tell us the truth!
I just have to show you. We have, I think she was the first person here, Hoda. Is it Kelly? Okay, Kelly and Sean. All you just got to do is wave. It's just they're right over here.
What's
yes.
up? How are you?
She was here at what, 4 o'clock in the morning?
Really?
Yes, to see you.
You came this morning to see me?
Yes.
And does she not have the greatest husband in the world?
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
I want to give you a hug. Is that possible?
Oh my God.
Of course it is.
Come on. Let's do
Come
this.
on over.
Yeah, let's do this. Now, are you really cold?
Quickly. He said quickly.
Man, what's up? How are you? Wow, so nice to meet you. What's up, brother? How are you? I'm very good. How are you? Wow.
You love it? Just, oh, yeah,
yes.
we'll get a picture in a little bit. See, it was worth coming in this early, right?
Oh, yes.
And you're a good husband.
Thank you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. Happy International Women's Day as well.
Thank you. I admire your work so much.
Thank you very much.
You're the best.
You are
You're
the
Idris Elba.
You are.
Luther, the fallen sun, streams on.
Brianna Hampton. She just pepper sprayed me. She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy. Please hurry, she's crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
I can't keep following me.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs. You downstairs. Do what you do.
Like, my parents were taking care of me and a grown-ass man. Like, I just felt like, why are we gifting somebody who's a multimillionaire a big chain? So that's where our beef kind of started. It's just like priorities. Like, I felt like my priorities was my daughter, her health, and our finances. His priorities were, I want this certain look. And he was just like, oh, no, I got to thank my brother. Send his a thank you card.
So, like, does Rick Ross be looking out for him? Like,
I had questions all the time. I'm like, hey, he's like, oh, no, I don't want to bother that man. Like, you know, I don't want another man paying for my shit, but you letting my daddy pay for your shit.
We're gonna record.
Yeah.
You throw all my shit, right? All my shit is gone?
Hit me with it. You want to hit me with it?
I don't touch it.
Okay.
Everything's gone? Is everything, did you
Go ahead. Do what you're doing.
Did you
Please
throw
go
out
ahead.
my shit? Did you throw out my shit? You think I care about a charge? Did you throw out all my shit for me wanting to buy another bottle of Hennessy? Huh? Let me know. Let me know. Man, you's a fucking cop.
the morning after when he sobers up. Let's go get me a new TV now.
Yeah, we gotta go get a new TV. We'll be right back with the new one.
You would not sign divorce papers, so I'm stuck. Unfortunately, in the state of Florida, I cannot divorce him without his permission, unless he goes to jail, convicted, or he's a mental institution patient. I am the new choice. He do love you. I love him. That's my best friend. But unfortunately, sometimes you gotta let this person you love go so he can find himself. And I want him to find himself. I want him to get hope. We do have a child together, so it is what it is. I'm not a We're not fighting. We all know he has issues. He needs help. He's gonna get the help he needs, and we will co-parent. That's all we want to do.
My daughter had a heart defect is because of his drug abuse history. Like, he was the cause of her defect. Y'all could Google this. Anybody who abuses cocaine, ketamine, what she did too, he actually OD'd on ketamine twice. It causes cognitive like disorders and dysfunctions and shit like that. So that's why my daughter's heart was up, and he took it really hard. And I just wasn't with it. Like, I told him once I found out about his history, I was like, look, the moment you start using, I'm out. So I thought giving him that ultimatum was going to like keep him doing well. Clear that shit out the window. Okay, see, someone just said he stopped doing it right before he got with me, but he's been doing that. See, I didn't know that. That's what I'm telling you, I did not know that.
Man, I just wanted to get you something, man, as an appreciation, my brother.
My dog for life.
You know what I'm saying? Just for everything, man. Just for being about it. And just, you know, okay, let me get this all set up. All right. So, you know, come on now. All right. So, you know, I got animal shelter as my vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Believe that.
So we're gonna go ahead on and rock the woo la 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 la.
Animal shelter, you already know what it is. And this how we live, this how we move. We always been dogs.
Dog
always
check.
been motherfucking dogs, you heard me? But
Yes,
my nigga,
sir.
I appreciate this. And boy, that motherfucker heavy. Animal shelter, I'ma rep it for life. I'ma keep it for life. I never sell it in, bro. You know I love you, my nigga.
I love you.
And if she can't handle that, shorty gotta go. She worked hard on the schooling, hard on the job, hard on her mind to eliminate the scars. And that takes a soldier. Glasses up, let's toast her. She said satisfying me is too damn hard. She wants the benefits, but she cannot do the job. So this shit is over. Shorty, this shit is over. My paper long, my temper short. I play these hoes like a sport. I'm money in and around the court. Name Lil Steph Curry. I'm strictly about getting my bread. I'm no longer dodging feds. I got a place to rest my head. But every time I touch some paper, I fall to my knees to pray for the well-being of my haters. Ooh, now fuck that, you know I'm bluffing. I like to see them faster suffering because I made some from nothing. Yeah. More money, more cars, more clothes. I ain't got no time for these hoes, cause I know she just want the money and the fame. She don't even know my real name. It's all game. Sick and tired of dealing with them lames, but you the one who chose the wrong name. Let me explain. You ain't want me till you saw me ride and fly. Baby girl, you ain't gotta lie. I ain't the guy who lives in the world outside of reality. It's changing name and numbers, it's just a formality. I know you want me and I can't.
When you decide you're gonna marry a woman, it is one of the greatest risks that you could ever take as a man. Now, as men, we all want it to work out. We all would like to have a woman who's worthy of that. And if we found one, we would probably put her in the wife position, just being honest. all of the red pill rhetoric aside. But it is such a grave thing to do because it could go horribly wrong at some point. But in this situation, it went horribly wrong on the wedding day. Now, when you see something like this, you know, a lot of people can look and say, well, she was just excited to see the man and all of that. And I get her being excited. That's exactly the reason that her husband invited her favorite singer, because he knew that it would have the effect. But he didn't know all of this time where he was playing these songs and she was saying these songs and she was singing these songs, that she was not singing them to him. She was singing them to the actual singer himself. If this woman was really into her husband, hearing these songs would have made her think about all of the love that she purportedly had for the man. But obviously, she doesn't have much love for him at all, because this is one of the most egregious displays of, you don't really matter in my life. I'm just marrying you because you're the man who wants to marry me and you're my best option. I tell you men all the time, you never want to be her best option, because her best option is never the option she truly wants. Think about what's the number one complaint that women have when it comes to relationships. How they kept going back to the man, about how the man kept cheating, about how the man kept being abusive, about how the man kept doing this and kept doing that. See, the only way someone can keep doing something is if you keep going back, allowing them to do it. But how many times have you seen a woman who has divorced the man who was her best option, not a preferred option, who was her best option, and then go back to him again? Not once. She'll marry you and stay with you for 20 years and you can treat her like a queen the entire time. She'll divorce you once and move on with her life. But she'll go through her life and have these relationships over and over with these men who mean her no good. And then she'll choose you. That's why I tell you, don't worry about a woman's sexual history as much as you worry about her emotional history. Y'all worry about body count. I'm worrying about mental count, emotional count. How much emotional and mental damage has been done? Because when you get into a situation, it is easy to believe that you are the apple of a woman's eyes. But to be perfectly honest with you, most married men are not the apple of their wife's eye, man. Some other man has long ago been the apple of her eye. You got to think about it. When a woman enters a relationship and she really wants to be in a relationship with a man, she wants that fairy tale ending. But by the time she's tried that 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times, she doesn't want that fairy tale ending anymore. She's just so used to pursuing it and she's dedicated so much time to it that she just wants it. It seems like that's what she should get now. It's like if you go to school for 4 years, you want your degree. You don't want to go to school for 4 years and then they tell you, well, you got 4 more. And then they tell you, well, you got 4 more. You want your degree after 4 years. And so if you go 4 more years, you want another degree. So that's the same thing with a woman, man. So when you see a woman behaving like this, man, this is a telltale sign that this woman is simply marrying the man who wanted to marry her. She's not a bad looking chick. She doesn't look old, but she doesn't look young either. So whatever has happened, she is looking at the man that she's about to marry. And for you to forget about your groom on the wedding day, there's no forgiving that. There's no explaining that away. It is a serious display of, I just don't care about you. You don't mean a lot to me. And I'm going to tell you like this, I can guarantee you that this isn't the first time that she's displayed this type of energy toward this man. See, let me tell y'all something, man. By the time a relationship gets bad, it's been getting bad for months. So if you've been in a relationship for a year and y'all break up, the relationship was getting bad 6 months ago. People don't just wake up one day after they've invested time, effort, and energy into a relationship and walk away immediately. That's why I tell you, man, don't invest too much of yourself into a situation, because here's a situation where this man thought this was the woman he should marry. And at this entire time, she has been fantasizing about this guy. See, I don't deal with women who are not my groupie. A woman's going to be a groupie to somebody, but if she ain't my groupie, then I don't want her. Certainly not for anything serious. So I tell you, man, the reason that you have to deal with women who are unplugged from all of these things, because the more plugged in she is, the more in tune she is with this type of behavior. And there were a lot of women in the comments who didn't see anything wrong with it. Granted, there were some women who were like, no, that's wrong. But there were many women in the comments who were like, no, well, it's okay. That's her favorite singer. She's still gonna marry him, like she's doing him some favor. Once you give me this type of display, you are not doing me a favor marrying me. I'm doing myself a disservice by marrying you. That would have been it. Now, some guys that I know from Nigeria, man, some of my Nigeria Alphasphere guys, they let me know that, you know, that's a Nigerian wedding, right? And so it's a Nigerian couple, and you know, most of the people in Nigeria really gave them a tough time, and even down to the groom's family. Like, why didn't you guys stop this at that point? You know, when you see a woman who does not want to be with a man, and who does not respect that man, who does not adore that man, who does not appreciate that man. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, man. You can't look at anything that we think about the whole physicality thing, because her groom was taller than the guy. So we're not talking about height. We're talking about, this is the man that she fantasizes about and dreams about. This is the man that she would like to spend time with. So when y'all guys be talking about these weddings, you let your old lady have a bachelor party and all that, or you let your old lady have a bachelorette party and all that, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Even if I did legally marry a woman, there would be no bachelorette party, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin who was an adult entertainer, man, and he told me how he used to go down at those bachelorette parties and all that, man. He said, man, listen, it just ain't no way he would even marry a woman who wanted to have a bachelor party. Now, he's married now, and guess what? He married a woman who didn't want to have a bachelorette party. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have a bachelor party. Because when you think about it, man, a bachelorette party is a celebration of the life you used to have, and a going away, like, sad party for the life you're about to have. It's not a celebration of being married. It's one last time to celebrate being single. So when you think about that, man, I can't tell you how many men that I've spoken with, how many couples that I've spoken with, where the woman has admitted that she wasn't feeling the man and she never did love him. And the man at the same time is telling me he's head over heels in love with the woman. It's a sad thing for a man to be in a situation that is not emotionally charged while he's emotionally attached. If a woman is somehow emotionally attached to you and you're emotionally attached to her, that could possibly work out in your favor and hers. But if you are emotionally attached to her and she's not emotionally attached to you, it's gonna fail. It's never gonna work. And I want you men to understand that. And so later on tonight, what we'll do, man, we'll go a little bit deeper into this, and I'll give you 10 reasons why you are marrying the wrong woman. If that's something you want to do, because many men still want a wife. You understand? Now, I'm not going to legally marry a woman, but I would love to have a woman in the wife position, man. I would love it. If a woman could fit into that position in my life, I would absolutely love to have her in it. The problem is, it's hard to meet one who understands that that position is a full-time job. Even if this woman felt this way about this singer, she should have had enough couth. She should have had enough respect for her husband. She should have had enough self-awareness to not go this far over the ledge. She went completely over the ledge, man. And even when he picked her up off the floor, she still went back and grabbed the man again. 2 more times. Like she just wanted to touch that man. She had been dreaming of that her entire time, knowing that man's songs, man. She had been dreaming of being held by that man. He wouldn't hold her, but she held him. And I'm telling you, man, the husband, man, poor guy, man, he was just sitting there looking so disgusted, man. He was sitting there looking like, when he picked her up off the floor, you could tell he was frustrated with her display. When he picked her up and she ran back into the man's arms, you see the look of exasperation on his face, man. At that point, the wedding would have been called off. No amount of pressure, no amount of lecture, no amount of gesture was going to make me marry that woman at that point, because she did not deserve to be a wife. Not his wife. She may have deserved to be the wife of the singer, but she didn't deserve to be his wife, man. Let me tell you something. If your woman has that energy to any man, whether it's an ex, whether it's, a baby daddy, whether it's an R&B singer, whether it's a rapper, whether it's an athlete, whether it's the pastor at the church, you have got to understand that her allegiance cannot be to you when her desire is to someone else. A woman's allegiance is to her desires. The desires of her heart, the desires of her flesh, the desires of her mind, the desires of her emotions. Her allegiance is to her desires. She would rather feel good than live good. She would rather be with a man with 1 million followers than a man with $1 million. She needs these things. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's a true thing. So before you make a move like this, I want you men to remember one thing. You owe it to yourself to protect yourself. And remember, when we say health is wealth, that includes mental health. And in order to properly live the rest of your life in the proper mindset, you are going to have to understand that there are going to be some tough lessons and there's going to be some tough decisions to make.